great to be here at the EE Rising Star nominations. So maybe you can just start by telling us a bit about the significance of this award, particularly considering it's voted for by the public.
Yeah, I mean, this award's been running for about 14 years now, and it is the only award at BAFTA Film Awards that's voted for by film fans, really. So it's just really nice to kind of give it back to them to recognise who's really connected with them. So I think they've got 5 amazing performances and individuals to choose from.
And, it doesn't seem to just, celebrate amazing talent, but also recognises diversity. Do you think that's sort of a reflection of a shifting industry as well?
Well, I think this award in particular has always been diverse, in terms of you look at previous winners and you look at the previous nominees and Noel Clarke won it like 5, 6, 7 years ago. So I think it's always been important for this award to be diverse. What I think is great this year in particular is the diversity of types of films. So, you've got something like Black Panther up against the performance in Beast, this tiny little independent British film. And I think that's wonderful that it's not just about the big blockbusters and, the big money makers. It's about the performances and the connection that those performances have made.
And maybe you can just quickly talk us through some of the nominees and why you decided to pick these individuals.
Jessie Buckley, who is this wonderful British actress who, she's Irish actually. She's Irish, yeah, she is Irish. She's this wonderful Irish actress who I first saw in Taboo, which was a TV show with Tom Hardy. And then Beast came along and completely blew me away. I thought she was phenomenal in that. Very excited about what's to come for her. She's got a new film called Wild Rose coming out next year where she plays a Scottish singer-songwriter. It's incredible. I can't wait for people to see it. Barry I remember seeing in Killing of a Sacred Deer and just kind of thinking, who is this kid? Because he's got this face, but then he's like a bit of a De Niro. He's got this ability to kind of sort of morph into these characters seamlessly. I can't wait to see what he does next. Cynthia is just, she can do it all. She's won every award going in the theatre. And in her first year in feature film, she gives these 2 performances, very different films, very different performances. But man, she's a talent. And I'm very excited to see where she goes with film next as well. Lakeith is just, I think he steals every scene he's in because he's got this ability to underplay stuff that draws you in. And so, I remember seeing him in Atlanta and Get Out last year as well. And even in Girl in the Spider's Web, he's got a small role in that. But he's so memorable that I can't, he's got his first leading role as well. But where that goes, really excited about that. And Letitia, I think she's a voice of a generation. Shuri's a character that resonated with so many people, young people. I've got 2 boys who are 5 and 10. Their favourite character in Black Panther by a mile. And for 2 boys to say that, I think that's brilliant. And so I think her as an actress, her ability, and she's in theatre at the minute, it's endless.
And now seems like a really exciting time for film, but in particular British indie film. So how do you see the industry right now?
I think the industry is really healthy at the minute. I think, when you see a film like Beast and its performance being recognised in a big award like this, I think is absolutely brilliant. And I think that that's something that we need to really remember and kind of focus on. And I know I was just involved in the Scottish BAFTA Scotland Awards, and there's a big thing up there in terms of, there's a big want and need for a studio to be built up there. There's so many productions being made up there at the minute that BAFTA Scotland are having to train people up because they're running out of crew. That's a healthy sign. So I think that, and I think that when you look at, there's 1 American in this category, it's a good sign. It could have been easily 5 American performances and actors or actresses up there, but it's not. That's a good sign for me.